keeps on raining, oh, how much more will it keep raining? Will it still pour?
I think climate change is the biggest issue around.
It's absolutely vital that we do something about it now, not in the future but now, because action needs to be taken.
People have got very short-term memory these days and very short look into the future, and kind of people see the end of the next 10 years or the end of their lifetime, and they don't look any further than that. And that's, for me, that's why we've got to do something, because, you know, I want there to be something here for people in 200 years' time that's workable.
Its implications are very far-reaching for everybody around the world. In some way or other, we're all going to be affected by what happens over the next few years.
Loads of areas are going to suffer more extreme weather, especially in the south, and issues of water, fresh water to drink, food, crops, droughts, homes being devastated by violent storms. You can see that all issues are exacerbated by it.
The Kyoto process is really not happening in terms of solving this problem, and all the solutions that are coming out of it are really business orientated, big business orientated, not small businesses.
Governments are being absolutely reckless and irresponsible with the future of the planet, and I think that they need to get their act together and start sorting things out now.
Tony Blair at the moment, he's kind of paying lip service to it, but at the same time he's like compartmentalising like environmental problems and saying, well, we're doing something about global warming.
Because this is not just a problem for Britain. This is happening in other parts of Europe, other parts of the world. We're going to have to face up to the need to take the action necessary on the environment and the issue of climate change.
But at the same time, he's continuing to subsidise the aviation industry. You know, they supposedly believes in free market politics, but he still subsidises this industry.
Their incomes are based, their party finance is based on big corporations, and anything that they do to rock that boat will mean that they get less funding. They're part of the problem.
Not bigger government, but more effective government.
Not bigger government, better government.
New ideas for new challenges.
New challenges, new ideas.
They'll never be able to solve it because they're so heavily influenced by these vested interests, and their hands are tied as well. So people really need to take control of this situation, both internationally and on a local level.
Believe that you matter and that you've a right to make some change and demand some change, in particular young people.
If you're going to have children or whatever, you've got a duty to them children and to like the future generations of the planet to really do something about it, and everybody's got to do something about it.
I think what's really important is getting it into the mainstream somehow. It's never going to work if it's just a small group of a small group of activists kind of operating separately. It's got to be a mainstream. It's got to be something that my mum and her mates can get involved in a big way. It's got to be opened right out.
If you take an active role in doing something, it gets you out of the passive head state of not having any power over your life.
You can either say, I'm prepared to accept the way the world is and drudgery and oppression and injustice and horrible weather, or I can get in there and get stuck in, and funnily enough, once you start getting involved with stuff, you realise that you have a damn good time at the same time.
Everyone can make a difference, and it's everything from our personal lifestyles, how we interact with the world around us, trying to reduce the amount of energy we use. And we can also take direct action against the companies and the organisations which are causing the problems.
You can go out, we can go out, everybody can go out and say that it matters, and it matters to me and it matters to everybody. And if you're out there in an action, you can demonstrate the emotion you feel and the importance that it is to you in your life, to you, your family, your children, and in my case, my children, my grandchildren, that this is going to be chaos unless we take action now. And by our action and by being there and being able to speak to people and show it, really show our emotion. I can cry or I can laugh, but it's an emotion and we have to demonstrate it.